Hello and welcome to all my beautiful vibrant souls who are Sagittarius suns or have other significant Sagittarius placements. Welcome to your month ahead predictions for September 2023. A quick note before we start, because we are still in retrograde. We have Mercury retrograde in the sign of Virgo, halfway, for up until like halfway through the month to the 14th. Sorry, I have a little itch on my foot. There we go. Followed by a brief shadow period. I am going to incorporate that into the reading. So I'm going to be pulling an oracle card to look at your overarching energy theme for the month ahead. And then I'm going to be pulling tarot to see how that, I have a burp sack. Excuse me, to see how that might be playing out in your life in general, in your love life, and then any retrograde specific themes. So we'll get into it. Let's do this. I hope you guys had a wonderful August. I hope it was, it's this one, but I want to look at this. I hope it was rejuvenating and beautiful for you. So I want to look at this card, but not take it. Happy ending. It was initially reversed. There's something where I feel like you guys feel like robbed of a happy ending. We have the yellow and the purple here. This makes me think of the solar plexus and third eye chakra, which I always think are connected, right? Because we get intuitive hits and insights through our third eye in order for us to be able to act on them, right? And the solar plexus is our action center. And there's something where I feel like you guys intuitively felt like something was meant for you, or felt like something was the key to your happy ending, felt like something was, coming toward you. I feel like there's like a big energy wave around this, and then nothing. I'm trying to make a funnier sound. My mouth is dry, I'm sorry. And so, yeah, I'm almost picking up this energy of like, well, where is it? Like feeling a little bit cheated. I want to look at this real quick. Domestic harmony. For some of you, this is about a living situation. And you're like, motherfucker. This situation, we have teaching and learning at the bottom. I feel like there was still a little bit of teaching and learning that had to occur, and there's a delay. There might be a delay because if there's somebody involved in this, and there's like a soul contract, that person might still be kind of doing some significant teaching and learning before something can move forward. We will see. We'll look into it. But I am kind of picking up that energy. So let's see what your card is. Healing. It was initially reversed. I'm going to turn it upright. 66, we have a power number here, but that also reduces to a 3. A lot of blue, a lot of throat chakra. So the reason why there has been a holdup in this was because healing had to occur or is still occurring. And I know that's not fun, and I know it's really frustrating, and you can vent about it in the comments as much as you like. But there is healing here. I feel like as well, there is still information with all the blue that you do not know. I don't know why I'm getting like serious voice, so I'm sorry, but I'm gonna just be really, really blunt. Because these are your guides definitely coming through. And I'm really noticing my little bluebird here, which is always like a symbol of happiness. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna channel for you. There are things that you do not know. There's information you don't have. There's insight and understanding that you're still cultivating. They're showing me something growing, like a plant growing that's still growing. It's gonna blossom. But you have an idea of what would make you happy. And I'm not saying that idea is wrong, but that idea lacks nuance because it lacks understanding. So maybe there's something where maybe you have like a wound getting in the way, or a subconscious program where you have it in your mind like, oh, this would make me happy. But there's something about it where it's from a wounded place that needs to be healed. Or maybe you have an idea in your mind of what you want, but there is healing that needs to take place in order to truly call that in, or to really truly call that in, or to like cultivate that in a healthy way. I hope this makes sense. But this is why there's been a blockage, because healing needs to occur, and this is going to be a very big month for healing for you guys, okay? This is meant to, like I said, we have 6. 6 is the number of balance, reciprocity, unconditional love, interpersonal relationships, and harmony. But 66 reduces down to a 3, which is all about expression and growth. For me, 3 is also a number very much associated with time, because of the past, present, future, Trinity kind of a thing. So this is something where there is healing. When it comes to your authentic truth, your authentic self-expression, and it takes time. And that can be very, very frustrating, especially when you're tired, you're exhausted, you really felt like something's meant for you. I get it, you guys, my babies with Sagittarius energy, like, You know, you're connected to that spiritual vibe. I love it. And it can be that much more frustrating when it's like, why is this not happening? Why is this not coming together? So there's something about the situation that is being healed, and you are moving toward your happy ending, but there's an adjustment. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the sun came out reversed at some point. So how's this healing playing out in your life? Knight of Cups reversed. Okay. You might be wanting to move forward with somebody or wanting to call a relationship into your life, and there's still old emotional wounds that need to be healed, sweet pea. Judgment reversed. You might be waiting on somebody to come back. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. King of Pentacles reversed at the bottom. Let's talk about it. Pardon my itchy nose. So I feel like you guys have been on a journey to get very, pardon my itchy nose, I'm sorry, to get very confident in yourselves. Some of you, you're trying to call in a dream job. You're trying to call in the promotion you've been waiting for, but some of you are trying to call in a relationship, call back a relationship. I do see that. There is a past energy here of a judgment. And I think it's fascinating that the King of Pentacles is reversed at the bottom. The reason why this person isn't back yet is because if you're showing up as the Queen and then the King is reversed, and we have the Knight of Cups reversed, this person's not a true match for you yet. Doesn't mean that they won't get there. Three of Cups reversed. Doesn't mean they won't get there, but they're not there now. For some of you, this may have been a third-party situation. The Tower and the King of Cups, that had to, with the Three of Cups reversed, this situation had to get dismantled in order to facilitate emotional growth. So if you're waiting for somebody to come back, there might be a Tower moment they're going through, and this is meant to help them, especially with that King of Pentacles reversed, tear down something unstable in their life and regroup and rebuild. You may have gone through this process faster than them, and I know that's frustrating. I'm not saying you have to wait, but that might be something that's going on. For some of you, you are going to be healing this month from a relationship that did not work out. Somebody who I feel like you were hoping you'd move toward this King and Queen of Pentacles status together. So somebody who, for me, the King and Queen of Pentacles is a relationship that's very much defined by similar values. They're very compatible in like a day-to-day way. They have same long-term goals. They're very dependable with one another. They're very consistent and reliable. This might be where you were providing this and this person was not. So some of you have been waiting for this situation to improve, and it's just taking longer, but some of you are finally healing and releasing this. I want to clarify this Knight of Cups and Judgment. Now, for those of you where this is not related to a relationship, there is a situation that you've really been wanting to pan out, or with the Judgment card here in reverse, this could be come back around from the past. But this would be something that you really wanted that would make you super duper happy. And there's something where it might not be as good as you thought it was. Again, there's an adjustment of what you perceive as happiness, or like the type of the idea in your mind of what you think would make you happy needs adjustment. Nine of Cups, yeah, there's a wish that you wanted, and I feel like you've been trying to manifest it, and the reason why it hasn't been coming back around, or why it hasn't been happening, is because, I feel like it's not, you've grown, right? You've really grown, and it's not in alignment with you anymore, and that's okay. But maybe this was your dream, like maybe you had like a 5-year plan where you're like, I'm gonna get this degree, and then I'm going to get this job, and then I'm going to move to this city, and then I'm going to work for this company. And this was what you really, really wanted. And the thing is that with healing here, you've done healing, right? You've grown into somebody who is mature, somebody who is very consistent, dependable, somebody who knows their worth and their value. And I feel like there's something where either what you used to want is, I don't want to say beneath you now, but can't match you, or what you were reaching for might not be the ultimate happiness for you. And with healing, it feels like coming to a place of understanding and acceptance and releasing any kind of I feel like releasing judgment on yourself potentially, or what, sorry, my dog is barking in the other room. Releasing judgment on yourself, or releasing judgment about, you know, this is the way to do it, this is not the way, right? Like, this is my path and this is not. There's something about letting the energy flow so you can create what you actually want, not just what you think might make you happy. There's a readjustment. What is it? Yep, Ace of Swords. The clarity that you need, the understanding you need. The Hermit. Don't be afraid to spend time alone this month. We have Virgo energy showing up, so this Virgo retrograde, or excuse me, Mercury retrograde in Virgo might be very important for you. But there's a sense here where I think a lot of you, and just in terms of life, like I said, there's a path you were following, and as you've gone through your healing journey, this is kind of changing what you reach for. And a lot of you, like, that's okay. That's okay to let your dreams change, right? The whole point of your dreams is that they make you happy, right? They fill up your heart and soul, and it's okay. You know, Nine of Cups here. It's okay if that changes. It's okay if you don't want what you used to want. It's okay to reach for something else. That's okay. You know, this is like, reminds me of the sunken cost fallacy. This way you're not spending, like, you know, years, decades even, living a stranger's dream. It's okay if that's not your dream anymore, especially if you're not that same person anymore. That's okay. I want to pull a couple more cards about it because I feel like that would be good. Yeah, the Moon reversed. A lot of you are coming to terms with, like, you're getting clarity about how you really feel about something. A lot of you are coming to terms with things that you have held on to, mostly out of fear of change, right? Because this usually depicts a dog and a wolf, and it's kind of like trying to navigate through your fears, right? Through and tame that more wild version of yourself, to not solely just act on instinct, but to also, you know, not be to not forget your power, right? And that's kind of, the Moon can be really about navigating those things and tapping into your ethereal self in order to do so. And I feel like this is going to be a month where you're getting a lot of clarity and a lot of insight into how you really feel about something and what's really holding you back. For some of you, you may have really, like, wanted a relationship, and this is a month where you're finally saying it out loud, where you're like, I actually really like doing my own thing. I like being single. I like being alone. And that's okay. And that is grounded. That is stable. That is beautiful for me. So some of you, you know, like I said, you're having this shift and you're getting a lot of clarity on how you actually feel about things and what your fears are and how those fears might be holding you back or influencing you. There's a lot of healing that comes out of that. And it's very, very beautiful. So I want to see kind of what is coming up in your love life for the month of September. Temperance reverse. There you are, my little Sag. My little Sag babies. The King of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, I feel like that makes sense. And the Four of Pentacles reversed. This is what I mean. I think a lot of you, 10 of Cups, a lot of you had a partnership that you were hanging on to. And I feel a lot of you were waiting for this person to catch up to you, right? King and Queen of Pentacles, but I feel like she's even looking at him like, but he's reversed, you know, and this is, you know, regardless of gender identity or expression. A lot of you, what's this Temperance in reverse? A lot of you have been waiting for this person to heal. A lot of you are getting impatient with this person. Three of Cups, may have been waiting for this person to make a decision between you and somebody else, like we're talking about. And then the World, yeah, you're waiting for them to break off a third-party situation, King of Cups, and be emotionally mature. Or even just, you know, the Three of Cups doesn't have to be like third-party, like they're cheating, right? But there's like how they prioritize their time, right? How they, you know, again, like how they balance all aspects of their life. Maybe this person liked to go out and party, spend a lot of time with friends. Maybe this person was like so hyper focused on work and they didn't know how to invest in the partnership, how to kind of balance and manage all the areas of their life. This person may have been constantly prioritizing other things and other people. This person might be somebody who has really struggled to commit, struggled to be consistent with you. I definitely see that here. I feel like a lot of you And there's healing in your love life because a lot of you are letting go of this person. See how in this deck, usually it depicts the person with a pentacle on their head, one in their lap, and one under each foot. But here he's holding on to the Three of Pentacles, which is a partnership energy. And as opposed to the Three of Cups, for me, the Three of Pentacles is a partnership energy based on shared values, shared goals, wanting to build the same thing. Because the King and Queen of Pentacles build the legacy and the empire that is the Ten of Pentacles. And this is all part of that process. There's a sense here where I feel like a lot of you in terms of love, you're healing and releasing this person. You're healing and releasing the need to be picked, to be chosen. You're choosing yourself. A lot of you are letting go of it. And for some of you, this isn't like necessarily letting go of this person altogether, but you're surrendering expectation. You're letting things flow, even if that means something has to end. I do see that here. I feel like in love, a lot of you are kind of like, this doesn't meet my standard. And if it doesn't meet my standard, I'm not interested. I'm not into that. And some of you, when it comes to love, there might not be, some like a particular person, but you're just releasing, you might be releasing a past pattern of, picking people that don't prioritize you and instead choosing to kind of prioritize yourself and focus exclusively on yourself. That may have felt before like a punishment for you, but you've grown and you've healed. And so being alone might actually, or like they're not alone, but being single, being only responsible for yourself, just because we have the Hermit here as well. Like as I was talking about in the other part, might actually be something where, in the past, it's not something that you wanted, but some of you are going to be coming to this realization through your healing of like, you know what, this is my truth. I love getting to do my own thing. I love getting to focus on my career. I love getting to pick myself. A lot of you guys are really growing and having a lot of healing in that growth process when it comes to the relationship to self. And that's a really beautiful thing. And I feel a lot of you with the Four of Pentacles reversed and the World are just, you're letting things flow because there's an understanding of like, I am the Queen of Pentacles and I will accept nothing less than equal effort, stability, especially with that Knight of Cups reversed we saw earlier. Some of you may have really accepted, and not just from love, but a lot of emotional instability. The Knight of Cups reversed, excuse my burp, can also be people, kind of getting lost in fantasy. They're making a lot of promises they don't intend to keep. They're not really grounded in reality. And I think you've been working on redefining your relationship with fantasy and not accepting empty promises from people. And this is showing up in your love life. I feel like things are flowing a lot better. So I want to see what your retrograde specific messages are. Two of Swords. Okay. Three of Wands reversed. Yup. And the Page of Cups. Why is this Page of Cups reversed showing up? Ten of Pentacles. The Devil reversed at the bottom. You've been doing a lot of hard work. So kind of similar to your other messages, I see this. Your retrograde specific message is that what's kind of coming back around or coming full circle here is that you've been stuck waiting either on another person or waiting for healing, waiting to finally feel better, waiting for things to move forward. And what is changing is I feel you guys are surrendering a path for the future that you had been counting on, something that you had invested in, something you were banking on, right? The Three of Wands is waiting for your ships to come in. And so I'm feeling like that is what kept you stuck, right? It was an energy thing more than anything else. Some of you may have been waiting on an apology, waiting on a profession of love. For some of you, this even with family, waiting on an apology from family, waiting on somebody to, admit to you like that they care, that they want to build something with you. Again, interestingly, the King and Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, you've been waiting on something, and it's the Page of Cups, right? That's a pretty small thing. And it's kind of like this energy of, I haven't even gotten this small gesture from them, even an apology, or like, I haven't even, this could be like said with family, where if you've had a lot of struggles with them, it's like, I've been waiting for them to see my point of view. I've been waiting for them to reach out. I've been waiting for them to, ask how my job is going. I've been waiting for them to show that they want something, they want to build a stable, long-term, good relationship with me. They want to build something that's going to last. They want to get to know each other. And the King and Queen of Pentacles, they move slow. The Pentacle suit is slow moving. This feels like this was a small gesture that, it feels like your expectations weren't off, right? I was asking for something small and we would build from there and build from there, but I can't even get this from them. It's kind of the energy I'm picking up on here. So, this could be where you're kind of finally having a realization, or just in general, just because the other two cards that came out, you're kind of seeing this pattern play out. And I feel like with this healing, it's kind of understanding again of like, I know my truth. I know my worth. I know what I want. I know what I'd like to create in my life. And I'm just willing to let go of anyone and anything that is not on board with that, is not aligned with that. Alignment is an important word for you. So I'm feeling almost frustration at the beginning of the month, but by the end of the month, there's a sense of feeling a lot more comfortable with the flow of the energy, and feeling a lot more grounded in yourself, which is quite beautiful. So I think that's all I have for you guys today. I hope this has been helpful. I'm wishing you a happy, healthy, blessed month ahead. It's been really great to read for you, and I'll see you soon.